Thought I would do a video on my 2000 Dodge Ram 2500 with a Cummins diesel engine. I ran out of air conditioning on one of the warmer days and just thought I would go about topping it up, and ran into some challenges that I thought I would share with folks that might be interested in or might have the same vehicle. The first thing I did, of course, is I found what I thought to be the low pressure port, which is right here, but I could see an H on the top of the cap, and as I investigated further, it looks like this is the high point, high pressure side, and they indicate that you should not connect to the high, but you need to connect to the low. So I had to do some research and found that the low pressure point was right there. Get in there a little closer. So I went and bought a kit and found out that the connections are a little different. I'll show you the one on the high pressure point. The one on the high pressure point looks a little bit like an air hose connection, but it has threads on the inside. Now this was the kit that I bought to charge it up, but as it turns out, this end right here is not the right end for it. It's probably for an automobile, not a truck. And I took a look at the refrigerant, and it's called Redtech 22A. In reading the instructions on the back side of the can and reading all of the literature that was written in here, it gave me a bunch of numbers and indicators, but I wasn't just sure exactly what a lot of it meant. I also found out that this may not necessarily be the right refrigerant for this type of air conditioner. So in doing a little bit of research, I wasn't sure if I had the right refrigerant. So here is what it says on the decal. It says I'm to use a 134A refrigerant, and then it gives you all of the numbers, and that all started to make more sense. So now I'll head off into town and see if I can find the right connection hoses. Okay, so I couldn't really talk with the truck running, but when I hooked it up initially, I ended up with what you see here is 40 pounds. I still have it hooked to the tank so that it's locked in the pressure, but as soon as I opened up the can, it went down and then slowly started to work its way up. So it says after you've reached 30 pounds to start the truck, which I did, and as soon as I did that, the air conditioning recycling kicked in and out, and it caused the gauge to go all the way down and then come back up, down and come back up. But each time that it went down, it didn't go down quite as far, and then finally it started to stay in the blue, and then it stabilized right at 38 pounds. And you could hear the air conditioning unit stop its cycling on and off, on and off. So I was able to get away with one can, and that's how you recharge your air conditioning system on a Dodge 2000 Ram 2500 with a Cummins engine. There's just a couple of more things that I didn't mention. This is the low port fitting. It will not fit on the high pressure port because it's too small, and that's kind of a safety issue. And they give you this other little fitting in case you use something different on your vehicle. I've just got this in here so I don't lose it. And then the can that I bought, although mine called for 134A, this is Redtech 12, but if you look down here at the very bottom, it says in the very bottom part here, it just says equivalent to, and then it mentioned here it was equivalent to a 134A. So I knew I had the right type of refrigerant. I think that's about all that I can say about this. It went very simple. It's not a difficult job to do.